We're standing outside Heatwave Tanning Salon's Valcarin location. We are about to go in and meet with the owners, Ron Burnett and Andrea Chenard, and find out a little bit about what Heatwave Tanning is all about and get to know a little bit about the history. We're here today with Ron Burnett and Andrea Chenard, co-owners of Heatwave Tanning Salon in Valcarin. And we're going to find out a little bit about the history of Heatwave Tanning Salon and get to know a little bit about the business. And what better people to talk to than the two people that started it. So, Ron, start off. Where did we start?
We started in front of Norm's Plaza, 1997. We started with 2 lay-down units, and from there it grew a little bit. A couple years later, we bought a 3rd bed, a couple of stand-ups, and so forth, and that's how we grew it. It started in the valley here.
So we're in front of Norm's.
Yes.
And you're now into, it's a lot bigger location right now.
Yeah, our first location was 600 square feet, and now we're 3,000 square feet at just this location alone.
Wow, okay. 5 times the size.
Yeah, yes.
Since 1997, so how did you get into the business in the first place?
I knew I had too many people that I knew that were going on holidays and coming back, and they weren't tanning responsibly before they went. They were burning, stuff like that. So we wanted to open up a salon that would tan people properly and do it properly, basically.
Mm-hmm. Like I met you guys, I think, golfing.
Yes.
Back around that time, over on Forest Ridge, and you weren't into the tanning business. You weren't even into business back then, were you? Were the two of you in business?
I was. I had a janitorial company before I went to the tanning.
Okay. Andrea, you were?
I was working for Ron.
Okay, and so how do you get into this type of business? Because back in 1997 was fairly new, right? Like tanning wasn't big that I can remember.
Tanning has been growing quite a bit since 1980. By 1990, though, it was starting to become an in thing, where it was getting more out there. People were more using it so they don't burn when they go on vacation, get ready for summer, weddings, so forth.
And your opening here was successful. How soon did you open the second location? I think you opened...
The second location was 2003 on the corner of Falcon and Auger.
Okay, so you, after about 5 or 6 years, you saw the need to move in the suburb? You saw...
I thought there was potential there to expand, and the more I can expand there, the more I can expand here. Because having a very small business was tough going. So the bigger we got, the more work it was, but at the same time, we were able to grow that way.
And your main clientele when you first started was from the valley?
Yes.
Yeah.
Get many people from Sudbury coming in? Or?
No, because those salons there already. There was 3 or 4 there that were already there.
Okay. So you went to Sudbury on Falcon Ridge for your second location?
Yes.
So what happened from that?
From there, then a year later, I decided to rebuild here. This is where we went from the front of Norm's Plaza to the back corner here.
Okay, so that was like a full expansion, and you went from a small place, a second location, and then you went
One
big
year.
here. So is this still one of your biggest locations, the Valcarin?
Yes, it's well, we got 3 about the same size. Square footage wise, this is the biggest, but number of units, our Notre Dame location has the most units.
Okay, so when you got into your Notre Dame location, that was another big move, right?
It was huge.
So how did that happen?
We talked our 10 for years about purchasing them, and finally the time came that we could. It was pretty much, it was like 2007, October.
Okay. And that gave you 4 locations?
4 days.
Pretty much across the city?
Yeah, that's why we opened up in Falcon Ridge and Auger to begin with, the second location, because our goal was to, because we knew they were on the south end and they were on Notre Dame, so we wanted to basically cover each corner of the city.
So you were thinking about that?
Well, long before we bought this.
He had a huge business plan already laid out.
It's kind of falling into play.
Yeah, which we got in 2007, October.
Okay. So we've got 4 locations. your, is it a seasonal business or is it all year?
Mostly seasonal. We're very busy, I would say, from the beginning of December till the end of May, middle of June, weather related. Sometimes we get more busier in November, again, weather related. But I would say it's we're quiet for 3 or 4 months, and then we're extremely busy in the spring.
Springtime is
Our busiest, yes.
everybody getting ready for summer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who comes to tanning beds?
A lot of women that, I would say more so women. The men, their base is building since we've opened, since '97, but it's more so women.
Okay.
Most men tan for trips more than anything else.
The wives drag them.
But it's growing. Compared to 1997, I would say there's a good 20% more men, 25% more men that do tan. Compared for Sunday.
And with your 4 locations, do you have any, is there a benefit for people belonging to one location versus the other? Or do you, if you buy something from Heatwave, is it good for all of the locations?
Yes. What happens, you come in, you don't have to tanning card, which is good at all 4 locations.
Okay. What's been the biggest challenge, I guess, for lack of another word, in growing a business like this? Because you're not part of a franchise yet.
No. Challenge? There's a number of challenges like that. Probably the same thing in any business. You got economics. You got in our business weather. Weather plays a big. You take last year, for example, in 2010, it was beautiful from April on. So weather has a lot to do with how busy we are. Mostly just weather, economics, when there's an eco strike or whichever, that all plays effect into how you're doing. It's like any business, hard work.
Yeah. It obviously would have been easier with one location.
Oh, for sure.
2 people running the business. Now you've got 4 locations. There's other challenges, I guess, to that.
Yeah.
You can't be in 4 locations at once. That's
Yeah, because we never ran a business with a lot of staff. So I think our biggest challenge when we bought out Arctic was staff, to learn how to work with staff.
Tell us about your staff, because I think staff with a business like this that has so much scrutiny in the public eye, I think people have to know something about your staff. And you brought it up, the fact that staff is critical.
Very critical in any business.
So what have you done to make sure that your staff is doing what you want them to do?
They're all certified. Number one, they have to they gotta log in so many hours of reading and training. They basically train for over a month to 6 weeks. About a month, 6 weeks, I guess, prior to start working in the front.
So there's a certification process?
Yes, there is.
You just don't come in and get
No.
hired and work?
No.
Any particular reason why you?
Because we're selling something to your biggest organ in your body, and you should know what you're selling for something that important.
Was that something you guys thought about right from the beginning?
Yeah, we did our test right from the get-go. Yeah.
That's not, I shouldn't say common, but in the industry, there are some companies that don't quite follow that same philosophy, right?
No, it's a voluntary mandate, but I believe that any professional salon should be part of the Joint Tanning Association, Canadian Joint Tanning Association, and Smart Tan, because rigorous training that's involved there. It's more than one test. Good example, she could be writing about 5 tests this weekend. It's ongoing education, so forth. Things change. We need to be up to date on what everything's happening. And the more we know, the more info we can give our clientele.
So safety is big?
Oh, very
Yes.
good.
Definitely, yes.
So we can say that in all 4 of the Heatwave tanning locations, that the certification, the training, the safety, like everything that people are trying to find wrong about tanning, you guys have covered. with your staff and with, like it's, I think there's a lot of concern out there with a lot of the parents that, you know, you go into one of these places, this might have one tanning bed or whatever, it's, you know, people that can go on their own. But when you come into Heatwave, you're almost supervised constantly, aren't you? From
Oh, for sure. We have a database which only runs to a main server, so we know your whole history
okay,
of what you've done here since, basically our data system came in 2008, beginning of 2008.
okay.
So since that time, we know exactly what you've done since that. You know, it's ongoing.
Oh, so everybody has a history, so you know how
Profile.
much they've been exposed and.
They get a skin analyzation before they even start.
Is everybody different?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, God, yes, definitely, yes.
So everybody has a different program?
Yes.
For timing or stuff like that?
You
Yes.
can't compare level 1 skin type to level 5. Level 1 skin type shouldn't have, period. It should,
Okay,
but level 2 and up, but it's different from level 2 to level 5 skin type.
okay, so the science is important and
Very important. Yes.
and it's something that you consider, great. You have a website,
Yes, heatwave.tanning.ca.
and on that website, there will be information on the Valley East Today site anyway, but you've got specials, you've got different programs, you've got all kinds of things that people should be going to the site every month to see. Your hours are pretty convenient. I even noticed that you're opening Easter Sundays, you're open on holidays,
Yes, we only close 5 days a year.
5 days a year?
5 days a year, that's it.
Okay.
Christmas Day, Boxing Day, New Year's Day, Civic and Labor Day.
Okay.
We're on
And
Facebook,
You're on Facebook,
yeah.
and you're open fairly early in the morning,
Monday through Sunday, 10 a.m.
10 a.m. till,
During the week till 9, and then weekends till 6.
okay. So where's it going? You've now got 4 locations, you've been in business for,
Where's it going?
yeah, where's the next plan?
Well, we're gonna get 5 more. If she lets me.
If she lets you. So this is a growth industry.
It's growing, yes, but we're cautious. We have a lot of learning to do yet. Our goal right now is to have all salons certified. That's my ultimate goal right now. And we're working
All salons.
all salons. If you're going to sell a tan, you should be certified.
Okay.
And that's our ultimate goal in the next future, in the next little while.
And this isn't something new, because I remember talking to you when you first opened, that this whole idea of wanting everybody to be certified and trained and all following the safety rules, so that everybody in the industry was, I guess, concerned about the same things. It was important, because you have one bad experience and everybody hears about it.
That's right. If you're in it for the long haul, you want it to be certified. If you're in it just for a short amount of time, it doesn't really matter. But we've been in it for 14 years now. We plan to run for another 14 years, so at least so even, you know, with growth and trying at other areas.
And I guess in this industry, if you're in it for 14 years and people keep coming back, like, your reputation is important in this business.
Definitely.
Definitely, yes.
Any final thoughts about Heatwave tanning salons that we should know about, or
Just
not the phone's ringing?
if I can tell anybody about tanning, just tan in moderation. Just like
Tan in moderation.
moderation is the key to life.
Great. Okay, thanks, Ron, Andrea. It's been great.